Hey y'all, it's Octavia. So I have something that's been on my mind for a lot of years because I love this show. I watched it. Man, when I tell y'all, I can spot a lie from the truth in this show every time. Hang on. Alright, my music was too loud. So we got Liz on the Blacklist. We got Addict. We got Liz on the Blacklist. Night, yeah. So her role was taken over. It was like she was replaced. Let me put some oil on my hands, y'all. It's super freezing cold here in VA. Okay, it's where I am today. Where I reside. Whoo! Yeah, it's like 20-something degrees. That is not normal for Virginia. I'm from Chicago. I'm used to it, but whew, yeah, okay. Yeah, her role was taken over. So this is deceit, this lies. They did anything and everything to spiritually push Liz out of that role. That's the reason why she left. They can say, oh, she left to pursue other endeavors all they freaking want. They got rid of her ass. Where's she been? Where's she been since then? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Tell me about Red Advocate. Yeah, right. Red Hermit. Tell me about. Now this I believe to be true. These two here. Red is always alone. Hermit energy is very much speaks truth for him. Child magical. I love the show, y'all, right? I stopped watching it once they killed her off the show. I knew, just like others knew, somebody lied about her departure. This is the Eight of Cups energy. That's what I'm getting. Eight of Cups energy. They forced her to walk away. They forced her to leave. That's just what I believe. So I'm going to pull some decks on it. I'm waiting for my show to come back. I don't normally do tarot reads on my shows, but in this particular incident, I feel like I could relate to Liz. I feel like her storyline fits me, right? Up to a certain point. Let's clarify the Addict. Yeah, breathe. Yeah, somebody replaced her. And the Knight. This is a person that finds it hard to breathe in their life. They can't exhale. Yeah, Knight. Being flexible. See, what they're doing is this flexible energy here is someone who is being flexible with their sexuality and as well as their humanity. They're going back and forth. These are people in the Matrix, basically, y'all. They're going back and forth between male and female. They're going back and forth between straight and bisexual. They're going back and forth from being in a committed relationship to one night stands. This is what this flexible energy is. This could possibly even represent two people. Clarify Advocate. Who the heck is Red advocating for? Is what I want to know. Who he advocating for? He didn't give a crap when he was coming against her in the show. Remember, y'all watched the show? All right, I want people to have watched the show to know what I'm talking about. Happy, yeah. Because he wants her milk and honey. That's what Red is happy about. He wants to co-create now. But he came against her. Alright, and I'm talking about the real Liz. Because she ain't die, y'all. She ain't die in that show. How many times they killed Liz off the show? Y'all know it was more than once, right? The first time it was fake. It was staged. You don't think the second time was as well? It didn't even sit right the way that they wrote it into the show. She was removed, y'all. This is a spiritual revoking of someone's rights and privileges. I'm telling y'all, as well as a woman losing her position on a show that was written around and surrounding her and Red. She did. This show started off with her doing anything and everything to save him, to prevent things about him. And then when all of the information and all of the truth starts spilling out, Red now comes against her. Now we got wDEMBE as an FBI agent, right? Come on now, y'all. But if you don't believe that art is a representation of reality, of life, and a representation of spirituality life? Yes, it is. Clarify, Hermit. To the sea. Yeah, these are the lies and stories that they keep making up. Child magical. We all know that Red is magical. Red has done so many extravagant, different things. Regeneration. Yeah, he's like Lazarus up in this bitch, right? Nothing can keep him down. Nothing can keep him away. I don't even want to pull no cards on wDEMBE on camera because I don't want y'all to know what he truly really is. Yeah. Yeah, that's news to me. Yeah. That's all I'm going to say. Because it's wild, y'all. It's wild. So let's see what we can get. Let me go to tarot. This mess kit has angered me for a lot of years. And I ain't say nothing. Because number one, they had her married to Tom. It ain't no darn way that Elizabeth would have married Tom. Tom was her co-worker. You know why? Because it's freaking me. I'm just going to put it out there. Tom was her co-worker sitting up in her damn chair all the time when she left work because he worked the night shift. Effing liars. Just to take over, you know, make it all about men. These men in power, they want control and power. They want finances. They want, what's the word? They want to be seen in a certain light. So if I work with this other man against this woman, if I convince this man to work with me against this woman, even though it's about her, even though it wouldn't even have started without her, let's work against her. Let's put Tom, a freaking op, in her life. If y'all look back at my channel, I already had explained to y'all, they trying to get you, these women, to marry their ops. It's like some Mr. and Mrs. Smith. But without the good storyline. And, you know, they loved each other. They was freaking in lust with one another and in real life. It wasn't just a story. That spilled over into their reality. Clarify at it and breathe. This person cannot breathe. This person has certain addictions, right? This is this person that took over the role for Liz. This is the person that died. Yeah, they was doing magician. This is a magical knight. This is a magician of a knight. Possibly some type of medieval, right? Medieval energy here. Flexible and knight. Flexible and knight. This is the number one. This person is also a one. Knight and flexible. Let's see what they did to Liz. Because Hangman just popped out. It didn't flip up or flip over. 6 of Wands. They did not freaking say they want to be seen in a certain light. They wanted, this masculine wanted his moment of glory. He didn't care if he went out in a blaze of glory. As the Empress. Who and what is Liz? With, because I ain't got to make it up, y'all. The Hermit. At the bottom of the deck. What we got here? The Hermit. The Hermit is red. Balancing Act Avenue. Yeah, this was a whole balancing act. Think about that person on that tightrope. They balancing their energies, right? You see them walking along that line. That's this type of energy. This is the balancing act. Spirit like some fools. The King of Swords is involved, provider of logic and impartial judgment, a King of Swords. They knew about this mess. And we got the Sun here. And look at the freaking card. Don't it look like Red's sunglasses that he's infamous for wearing? The number 19, 1 and 9, totaling into the number 10. Red is a 10. He's a magical 10. He can regenerate. He can go out to the sea. He can be happy no matter what. They don't affect him. Nothing or no one affects him. If you see Red, he always stoic AF. And wDEMBE is a reflection of that within Red, except for when his health was failing. Red is like, and I know y'all picked up on this, Red was dying, okay? Look at this shit. Hierophant. Red is the leader. And the Queen of Pentacles is involved with this as well. Red was sick and he was ill, and Liz was about to lose it, right? Because she thought that Red was her father. Remember? Red was not her father. She found out who her father was. She found out how Red came into play. Elizabeth found out whom her father really and truly was. She knew Kat, K-A-T, Katerina, was her mom. She knew that mess. Red kept her from her. Her mom is on some cruel intentions vibes, right? Like, advocate happy. The fool. Yeah, that's what made him happy. He was like, yeah, let's do this new thing and get rid of the real true Liz. Quick, with some spread, gossip and information, hermit into the sea. Then he took everything out to the water, leave it behind place. Yeah, he took everything out to the water, wherever it was prior. Maybe it was in school. Maybe Red and Liz knew each other from like school, or both of them were in some type of hermit energy in the past together. And that's how they came into to have this in fruition with one another. Leave it behind place, walked away. He walked away from it, y'all. He walked away from it. He walked away to go be the King of Cups. Some provider of emotional support and maturity. That's what all of that water represents. They put red in the water, y'all. This keeps coming out in my tarot read for the Divine Feminine, and they're telling the Divine Feminine, forgive Divine Feminine, forgive them. Right? They hurt you, Divine Feminine. They put the red in the bathwater. If y'all been watching my videos, you've seen this. Child magical regeneration. Child magical regeneration. This is, yeah, the sun. They being revealed. I'm hearing this truth. The sun also represents the happiest card in the deck. And what was the first card out to clarify the advocate? Happy, happy. Happy, happy. And y'all may not know this about Red. Red functions in the shadow, embracing negative causes or committing to causes for personal gain. And now how he performed that role. That's exactly how he performed that role. And you all might not know this. I don't know what generation y'all are. Hopefully y'all in my age group. He was a member of the Rat Pack. James Spader. He was a member of the Rat Pack, and I don't mean the mice or the vermin type. I'm talking about Hollywood's finest youth coming up on the come up, and took the Rat Pack title as something that was foreign and unwanted. And to me, being a huge lover of the dynamics of old Hollywood with Frank Sinatra, Sammy Davis Jr., Dean Martin, Jerry Lewis. Y'all, these people are phantasmic to me. I didn't come alive until, the 70s, and I just did not start understanding their influence on Hollywood until the 80s, mid 80s, late 90s. And I was just enthralled, just drawn in like some Michael Jackson music to an infant. They gonna love it. They gonna love it. I don't care that influence. Let your toddler listen to Michael Jackson music. And I'm sure y'all have done it before, and they loved it. Instantly started dancing. You probably didn't even know your kid could dance. Your toddler knew that move. Yes. Because it's an inspiration there. This was it's like a divine scheme, if you will. And the new Rat Pack ran away from it. And they still do today. It makes no sense. They should have embraced that and just kept going. Instead, they let it feel like an attack and tore them apart. Who gives a F what one writer says? And if he calls you the Rat Pack, hey, embrace it. You change it. You alchemize the situation and you change it into, yeah, we're the Rat Pack of the 80s Hollywood. Just like the old Rat Pack of old Hollywood. That's what they should have done. But no, Anyway, James Spader, y'all. He was a part of that too. You better believe it. So they did all of this stuff to have a moment of glory as the Empress with Red in this full energy, right? I don't even know where to go next. Let's go with Soul's Journey because of what I know. Because I know what I know what I know. God damn it. That's it. Clarify Addict at Night. Maybe this addict card is a representation of someone who is addicted to being in the spotlight. Yes, with happiness. Is addicted to being in the spotlight. Addicted to having all eyes on them. Wanting to be seen, heard, recognized. Being influenced. Yeah, we got loneliness at the bottom of the deck. And they blaming other people for this. But they did it to themselves. With success right here at the bottom of the deck. This person brought this onto themselves by trying to underhandedly murder someone, not only out of the series, but out of her spiritual life. Advocate, Hermit, Child Magical, the Fool, Leave It All Behind, Place the Sun. We're talking about Red. Failure. Failure. Because where has the show been without him and the Liz dynamic in the storyline? Without him and wDEMBE dynamic in the storyline? He's envious. Yeah, envious. That friendship meant more to him than he fails to realize. That's why I feel he failed to realize that. That friendship meant more and helped him in tremendous ways. Instead, he tried to put Liz on the waiting list, all right, with his patience. Well, you wait, Liz. Just trust me. I know you got a purpose. I got a purpose for you. And he's under judgment for this. And look, and I heard he's always been under judgment for this. Because this is what he does. It's a repetitive cycle. This is what he does to Liz. That's a name, y'all. That don't mean that that's really whom and what she is. I just wanted to clarify because it's been on my mind for the longest time. Liz wasn't never on the blacklist. Liz worked for the FBI. Red put her on the blacklist. Why did he put her on the blacklist? Because she was researching and finding out who she was, where she came from, and who her parents were. And Red put her on the blacklist because he didn't want her to find out because it would come out who Red was. That Red was not who he said he was, this name that he's been pretending to be for decades. He was an imposter. A seat filler, if you will. Right? Universal oneness. Yeah, we had one on that card. If y'all remember, one came out on that card. Breathe. Now, where's the one? The Fool, the Magician. Yeah, because that's what stood out at me. One. Yeah, oneness. But look at that. Oneness only in death. He was not able to transcend until death to get to one. Because of your essence, Liz. That's what he wanted. He wanted your bliss, your blissful energy. And now he's got to take accountability for his truth, which is not your truth. Which is not your truth. This person is an animal or functions with some type of animal energy. That's how he or her is tolerated. Look, they're doing something or they have done something with some type of demonic or devilish energy. That's how they find peace. With your family. Advocate, Hermit. Orun Mila, the great diviner. We all know that Red had abilities even in the show, even in how it was written. He was far beyond intuitive. How would he always know who was next in line? He didn't, his gifts, his talents in the show of knowing who was next on that darn blacklist to go after or to send Liz after did not start to falter until he was starting to get what? To get sick. Get sick. From that vampirism he was into. From this role play. Now their car is getting mad at me. Falling out onto the floor and stuff. Yeah, this person in nature. We got nurture here. So the grass, the ground, the airspace around this person nurtures red. Tell us more about Reddington. Food meditation. I can. Yeah. Red can eat whatever he wants. And food is an energy source to the gifts and talents within Reddington. Connect. Abracadabra. We already had child magical. This is how. Anything and everything completely coming from the earth, whether it's fruits, whether it's vegetables, herbs. That's what I'm hearing. These are resources to Reddington. This is what helps Reddington with creation. See this person covered in red with snake. The snake, yeah, that's how he effing act, like a snake. Or possibly is in union with a snake, or was, Spirit says. Yes, and definitely is doing these things to remain in alignment with magic. Some type of magical hand, sorcery, power, gifted ability, so he can continue to have some type of celebration. At the bottom of the deck, we got witch and metaverse. This person, whomever, this is not a person. This is not a person. I'm just going to say that. Reddington, red, is not a person. James Spader plays the role so magnificently of Red. The person that I know to be Reddington. I don't even have no wrap up for the storyline for this, but I was just thinking about it and it's been on my mind and I've been ignoring it. So I was like, you know what, let me go see what's going on with the show, because I haven't watched it since Reddington and wDEMBE, or sent wDEMBE to come after Liz, and then they murked her off the show, which I thought was violently ignorant. Yeah, because they want to remain in this flexible energy. They want to remain having many choices on some pansexuality. So that they can remain on vacation and enjoy freedom. They don't want to work. Love affair. Wow. I said I didn't even know how to wrap up the story. Wrong decision. They got poor decision making. Just so that they can have some type of power and authority at the top of the deck. With this egg and fertility, so that they can keep creating and birthing something with expression. We all know what it is. It's the show. Yeah, with some bright idea. Oh, Spirit say phony. But they're limited. They're limited because Liz was the one who believed that they could achieve. Liz believed in Red. Liz believed in the role and the character of Liz. So that's what I have for you. They was wrong. They were wrong. I don't know if the show is coming to an end. I don't know if the viewing or the ratings is down. I don't know what's going on, but they've done all of this stuff to try to take over, but still trying to use and hang on to Elizabeth's faith, her faith energy, so that they can continue to create the show and the energy of the show and the dynamics of the show without her being there. She's not even being represented, or wasn't even being represented truthfully. You know, they had the MatrixAgents run in there and do all of these things to try to basically arrest Liz's energy. And the cards already said it. They under judgment for this. You know, if they weren't under judgment before, they're under judgment now, goddammit, because I'm calling them out. That's what I have for y'all. Let's see what happens in the next season and the season after. Thanks for tuning in. Namaste.